In this video, we're going to create and format tables. To create a table, we need to go to the Insert tab. Now, in the Insert tab, there's a Tables group and a few options to create a table. The first way we're going to create a table is by using this grid. So I want 2 columns by 3 rows. So I'm going to mouse over till it says 2 by 3 and then click on the grid. And now I have a 2 by 3 table. Now I'm going to start typing text in here so we can see how you enter text into a table. To go to the next cell, we're going to press the Tab key. You can also use the arrow keys to move between the cells. And a final tip before we move on to the next way you can insert a table is that Tab can also create a new line. So I can press Tab at the end of spinach here. And as you can see, there's another row inserted. Now let's take a look at the Insert Table dialog box. So I'm going to go to Insert, the Tables group, and then click on Insert Table. The Insert Table dialog box can specify columns and rows just like the grid, but you can also specify AutoFit, where it can fit it to the contents of the cells or fit it to the width of your Word window. Also, if there's a default setting you want, number of columns, number of rows, the AutoFit settings, you can check this box and you'll have those settings as a default for each table you make. I'm going to make a 4-column, 6-row. You can type it in or use the buttons on the right. And then click OK. The next way we're going to insert a table is by using Draw Table. So I'm going to click on Insert. And in the Tables group, I'm going to click the Table button one more time and then go to Draw Table. Draw Table can be great for when you're creating various size cells and it's not the regular standard cell. I'm going to click on Draw Table. My cursor should change to a pencil. Now I can click and drag to draw the outside of the table. Now the benefit, my cells don't all have to be the same size, so I can quickly make a more complicated table design by just clicking and dragging and drawing a line there. If you need to remove a line, you can go up to the Layout tab underneath Table Tools and click on the Eraser button. The last way we're going to create a table is by converting this text to a table. The first thing I have to do is select the text. I'm also going to turn on non-printing characters so you can see which character I used. You can see over here the arrow indicates that I pressed Tab. Now I'm going to go up to Insert and click on Table, and I'm going to choose Convert Text to Table. Now we can see over here it's going to break it up into 2 columns. I'm going to leave it at Auto here, and the text separation, it's tabs right here, but you can see you have other options, paragraphs, commas, or you can even type in your own character. I'm going to leave it on tabs and click OK. Now let's talk about formatting a table. Now that this table is active, I'm going to use the Table Design tab to format this table. Now, on the left-hand side, you see I have header row and banded rows checked. Now, what that will do, it will change what the style has in the styles gallery. So you can see this one right here. The top row is different because I have header row checked on the left side. If I were to remove that, the styles would look different and wouldn't display the header row. Now I'm going to choose a style in the gallery. And as you can see, it has the banded rows, and also the header row is different from the others. You can also manipulate the size on the table, and you do that by going to this sizing handle on the right side. You mouse over it until it changes into a double arrow, and you can click and drag and resize the table. You can also specify the size of the column. To do that, you can point your mouse until you see this icon with the two arrows pointing left and right. Now with that, I can adjust the size of the column. You can also specify the height of the row by pointing between the two rows, and you'll get the bar with the two arrows, and you'll click and you can expand the row size. There are some special icons that you can get by pointing to different areas of your table that will allow you to select different things. If I go to the very top of my column, you'll see an arrow pointing down, and that allows you to select the entire column. If you go to the left of the cell, you can also select the cell by clicking. Now, you may not want to manually size your table, so there are some nice options on the Layout tab. So remember, this Layout tab is underneath Table Tools. Click in the table if you don't see Table Design or Table Layout. Now, on the Layout tab, we have the group Cell Size, and the AutoFit options are right here. So I can fit it to the window where it'll go and fill up my Word doc, and I can also fit it to the contents. The last thing we're going to talk about is deleting. Now, you probably noticed whenever you're in a table, there's a table selection handle in the upper left-hand corner. So this allows you to select the entire table. It allows you to move the table if you want to move it. And it also allows you to delete the table. So what I'm going to do here is right-click on the table selection in the corner and choose Delete Table. I hope you found this useful. Thank you for watching.